Welcome back to Risque Business News. I'm your host, Laura.
And I'm May, and we have Maximilian Spinelli with us here today.
How'd we get him?
Thank you. Yeah, I was available. And I'm available to do anything else.
We love him so much. And we're going to be talking about some people we don't love nearly as much, including the former Abercrombie and Fitch CEO who was arrested today.
Wow.
Mike Jeffries on sex trafficking charges.
Ooh,
Isn't it always?
Wasn't he the guy that did the no uggos thing?
Yeah.
He was no uggos.
And he is an uggo.
He's an uggo.
An uggo saying
You
no
can't-
uggos.
It's an
and that's why
uggo
he's
betrayal.
arrested.
That's what it was. Yeah.
He
He was arrested for not looking in a fucking mirror.
So we'll be talking about that. That just happened, so we don't have all the details. So we'll be fucking riffing on it. And also, yeah, it's new. We're breaking news.
So we are running right into it. There's nothing like, hey, we're going to talk about the business or something.
No.
Like, hey, this is risque business and we're doing business.
Yes.
This is the intro. You're
This is-
ruining
no,
it
this
right
is
now.
the
yeah,
intro.
we're,
I'm so sorry.
We're in the process of doing that. Also, you're the why that got we're blowing it out. Blowing it
I
out.
have a banshee laugh, and I'm sorry at home.
Oh, yeah. Lock your cats. They're going to get freaked out. They will. They'll hit the roof.
I'm going to hold
They
it over
will.
here.
All the cats are on the roof right now. They're
Yeah.
sticking to the roof. What are you gonna
I'm
talk
talking
about?
about a cancer fraudster.
Hell yeah.
Hello.
Pretty fun. And then I'm going to take you into the mind of an online scammer in Asia.
Wow.
Specifically Asia for some reason.
That's
The
what
only
scamming
place they
does.
have them.
Can I ask you, is the cancer scammer the Grey's Anatomy writer person?
It is.
Alex was explaining that
Yeah.
to me. It's crazy.
Wait,
Yeah.
I don't know this. You sent me this, and I did not click in. So,
Oh,
guys, enjoy.
Where's the money? I don't understand how you make money.
Hold
from
on.
that, though.
2 stand-up comics in New York City.
Just learned a lot of this stuff. I'm gonna ask all the stupid questions that you might be thinking at home, but are afraid to ask people.
Making it to where you feel like you're too stupid to be able to ever engage in it, they win.
Why the fuck are they doing this?
It's to make money. It's risque business news.
Okay, I am sick.
We are, and I am worried. See this?
I feel pretty good.
I'm very, very ill. So
She
if
looks sick.
if you hear mouth breathing over this podcast, it's me.
Just the whole
Yeah. It's horrible.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, I bought some
Oh.
humidifiers. Excited about that.
That's good. Steam up the germs. Get them,
Steam 'em
spread
up.
them out.
Really make sure
Yeah.
they're living in your ceiling.
No, one of the worst parts about being pregnant, FYI, if anyone out there is pregnant, is not being able to take cold medicine.
Oh
You can't?
my
Any of
god!
this? A Dayquil?
No, you can't take it. It's like having a shot of alcohol, basically. Like you
Get the
can't.
hell out.
Well, it's like you can't do it. You're not supposed to do it.
So what do you
So what do you do?
You just ride it out.
Oh, that's why you got all natural lozenges?
No, I didn't do that intentionally.
Oh.
Yeah, because lozenge. I mean, what are we doing here? That's fine, right?
Hell
That's
yeah.
gotta be fine.
How many people
It's
do you
a
think dropped
menthol.
off the pod once we brought up lozenges?
I think we got
were
And
talking
we're
a lot.
back.
Whatever happened to the lozenge industry? let's unpack.
So Maximilian, you just released your special.
That's so crazy you brought it up.
Yeah.
I'm not even thinking about it. I'm
Oh,
kind of
it's
unplugged from the
crazy.
whole experience.
Would you like me to check the numbers right now?
No, please don't. I'm going to lose my mind. This has been the worst week of my life, but I'm so happy to be
so
here.
stressful, but now you can
I
have
do-
it.
I
You did it.
finally
You've
feel-
accomplished a big thing.
I feel
Congrats! And it's
relieved
very
it's
funny.
out there.
Honestly, go pause this podcast and go listen to it.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know what?
We can wait.
We can wait.
Or you can open it on another device and just let it play.
How about that?
mute it.
Do
That's
that right
fine.
now. We'll
That's
put a
totally
link.
fine.
Go ahead
Thank
and
you.
slam that bad boy and
Yeah.
open another tab. Your internet can handle it. It'll be fine.
Yeah, it's fun. Let's be fun. You know.
Let's
Yeah.
yeah.
This
Okay.
is my first. This is my first podcast after releasing it, so it's like, what the fuck am I supposed to be like?
We hype you up.
What do I say?
We're hyping you
You
up.
go watch it. Go
watch it?
It's a mix of stand-up and sketches. I'm in one of the sketches. I play an elitist bitch, so it was pretty
It's pretty on
meta
par.
for me. Easy
Seem-
role to play.
Yeah.
And you still have my jacket.
You nailed it. You mean my jacket? I'm gonna give it to Alex for Christmas.
Are you serious?
No, it's been in our coat closet, and it's fucking. We don't even have it hanging. It's on the door on the inside, so you can't close the closet. You have to shove it in every time.
She can wear it.
No, I would love to give it back to you at some point.
Okay.
But you're never coming back to my house. Not after what you did last time.
What did I do last
She didn't do anything.
Oh.
She did a sketch, actually.
No, that was at
That was at
Ben's
Ben's.
parents' apartment.
Yeah.
Oh, and then you took
my
the
God.
jacket from Ben's parents'
Well,
apartment.
no, she was going directly in her whorish leopard dress. She was like, the coat would be too much. to take to the airport. You were going right to the airport, and it was the middle of summer. It was so
was.
hot. So she was like, "Can I give you this jacket?"
Yeah. But I was wearing, I went to JFK, I believe, to go to Austin, I think, to meet you.
That sounds right.
And I was wearing a see-through cheetah print dress with a pregnant stomach.
Oh, I know the dress.
And I was like literally racing through JFK.
People are like, is this an escort loose?
A pregnant escort? What?
So niche. Okay, New York.
That's so funny.
It was crazy. And I had no time to change. I had to go.
Yeah,
You
do.
had
So
to.
it was time to go. Oh, man.
Worth it though. Go stream the special. See what we're talking about.
Yeah, go see that dress and let us know your thoughts. Let us know if you think
Yeah.
May looks like a pregnant
Yeah.
escort.
We did it like in seasons of TV when they hide someone like they're always carrying something. You know what I mean? In front of
Yeah.
her. She's sitting at a table. The
Yeah,
whole
yeah,
time.
yeah,
Right,
yeah.
right, yeah.
You just can't see nip or
Yeah, yeah.
bush,
Yeah.
but everything else is visible. So
Correct.
enjoy that.
Yeah. Big old dinner plates. I had a bra on. Although that is what they look like.
You got big areolas? Do they grow with the pregnancy?
Yes.
Really?
Oh no, like your feet.
And they continue getting larger.
What do you mean forever?
No, just until I
Do they
give
go
birth.
back?
Do they go back
snap
down?
back?
Allegedly, but that's what they say. That's what they say.
Oh.
But-
what did it go from? Give me a
Well, I had so
Talking
I was
Dr. Pepper
actually
Top? What are we
from
talking?
yay to hay
Yeah.
or what?
I was very
bottle cap?
proud of my boob to nipple ratio. That's like something one of my greatest achievements in life is my boob to nipple ratio. And right now, I would say they're probably at least the size of the top of this Dr. Pepper minimum.
That's still not that big for your boob size.
No, they look insane.
No.
Well, here's the detail you're missing is that they're also very dark.
Oh, I didn't factor in the dark.
You didn't factor in the
The
dark.
contrast. Think of the contrast.
And not only are they super dark, but like they're super dark,
Don't
and
say
then the
hairy.
outside.
Don't say hairy.
No, they're not hairy because I
Anymore.
plucked them.
Anymore.
But they have like literally, it's almost like so dark. It's like a black circle, like the outside
Jesus
of them.
Christ.
Jesus.
Is
Yeah.
that okay?
It's
Are
got
you
an
healthy?
outline?
Is this why
It's
you're
got an
sick?
outline.
You know what?
Is this
Take
like an
off your top.
infection
Let's
and now
take
you're
a
just
look
getting
at
sick? Let's see them. Yeah, get them out here.
Show 'em. Comment
Let's
below.
see-
You want to
yeah.
see these fuckers?
Yeah, go watch Max's special and she will show tit.
Comment on my special whether May should show her tits in this podcast
That's
episode.
great.
She
That's
has a
good.
Sharpie outline on her nipple.
I do.
That's
I
insane.
do. I have a joke
I gotta
about
see
it.
these.
Well, I have a joke about it that I feel like the audience is like, oh, they can't be that. And I'm like, no, you're really not understanding.
Right.
Like, I would lift up this, but you might see my bottom of my nipple. That's how big they are.
No.
They're fucking huge.
Has it changed the overall structure of the breast?
No.
No.
Those are still fucking
Those are intact.
Those are
great
still-
A milkers. Let me tell you.
The bubs are still bubbing. Let me tell you that.
May is a very
remarkable.
insecure
Grade A
person, minus about her breasts.
A very what?
You're insecure about everything but your
But
boobs.
you own your nip.
Your boobs are like, come on, though. These are pretty good.
Well, now I might be after I have this.
Oh,
fucking
okay, we got rid of
kids.
that
Yeah, I know. But before, award winning.
She always had them things.
I always had them
Those
things.
things were thangin'.
Let me tell you something. For natural boobs, award winning.
Award winning.
Like
Wonderful.
It's impressive.
that's how I got what I got. Like, how do you think I married Mark?
He was like, I mean, I got.
Was it the personality?
It wasn't the personality.
Not that person.
Definitely wasn't the face. Nothing else.
Oh my gosh.
Wasn't the flabby arms my biggest insecurity.
Yeah. Sound off in the comments.
This is a business podcast for those of you tuning in for the first time.
I know everyone's like, what
And-
are they talking about? We brought up Abercrombie for 2 seconds, and now we're talking about tits at length.
Do you want to talk about Abercrombie first?
I feel like that applies.
I mean, sure.
She
I know
brought
it.
up-
applies.
She brought up arm fat, which is illegal.
Illegal.
In Abercrombie.
I would have been fired.
Mike Jeffries.
For cause.
But Mike Jeffries would have seen those boobs and been like, you can be the little front desk lady
Oh,
Can I
at
see
the
a
Abercrombie
picture
and
of the
Fitch
man?
store.
I don't think I've
Oh, I
ever
thought,
seen
you,
it.
I thought you were going to say about my boobs.
Can I see a picture of those things?
This is Mike Jeffries.
Oh, he's got a scary face.
he's
got
like
a mask
like
face.
like scary.
It looks like the Michael Myers mask.
Oh my
Kind
God,
of.
he does.
Yeah.
That's exactly right.
Yeah, so this is the man who just like created. Don't ignore these two because I'll talk about them in
Yeah.
a second. Don't look at this.
I don't like that.
This is the guy who gave everybody like body issues growing up. because
Okay,
we were
good.
too fat. And then he was apparently also sex trafficking all the young men.
Young
What,
men.
was he part of the Diddy stuff, or
Yes.
did he have his own thing going?
No, own thing.
He had his
Everybody
own-
has their own little empires
Little
now.
hair.
It really is all the
I know, they were
billionaires.
right.
They
Yeah.
are. So like all those conspiracies are correct.
Correct.
or-
Yeah.
Yeah. So like the sex trafficking. And
Yeah.
It's apparently a real deal.
That's like super like actually a thing.
Was a thing. A lot of people impacted. Now we're actually going to go after them.
I tell you something. QAnon.
4chan.
Q to the front. I don't know.
Q, show yourself so I can shake your hand, sir.
This man is 80 years old by now.
That's right. That
80 years old, and he finally.
He's 80?
I know.
What does
he's
he look
just-
like now? That's him at 80?
I think so. This is a completely plastic. Are you out of your mind?
Yeah, but I mean,
don't
that's
think any
not
of this
bad
is-
for
But
80.
that's so it is a mask.
But
that is a
yeah,
mask.
no,
yeah, yeah.
exactly.
Actually is
I
a
don't think
mask.
this has the ability to wrinkle
No.
anymore. So
Oh,
yeah, you
imagine
might
him
as well
at-
be
oh my
80.
God.
It probably
That's
looks
terrible.
crazy
He's
in
literally-
person. It looks crazy on pictures, but in
Yeah.
person,
So all movies and theories are correct. The
Oh,
world
yeah.
is fucked up.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
The difference between a conspiracy theory and the truth is 6 months.
yeah. Wow, this is
Who
one
says
is-
that?
Me.
That sounded like an old saying. You know what they say?
Oh yeah, this
I
is a
think I
recent
said that
pic.
once in my house, and Mark was like, "That's pretty good."
That was good.
Did you come up with that?
I don't know. Maybe I saw it on the internet somewhere.
Yeah, feels like an internet.
But
thing.
it's true.
But
It's
it is.
fucking true.
It's wonderful.
For many of these. So this guy, he obviously was the CEO of. Oh god.
Okay.
Causing
sorry.
ruckuses. CEO of Abercrombie. He was in West Palm Beach, Florida, which is where Matthew's brother lives. Fun fact.
Oh.
And he apparently had more than 100 men in his sex trafficking ring.
Oh my God.
And he was utilizing Abercrombie to like lure them in.
Still in the year of our Lord 2024?
No, I think
yeah.
that a lot of this was back in the day. I
'Cause
will
back in the
say
day, that did seem 100% like that was occurring.
it made
Yeah.
sense. You could walk by and they would literally have
Where-
a man in the front,
didn't-
like
wasn't-
luring other attractive men in
They
there.
just would have lines of the dudes out
Yeah,
front. They never
shirtless.
had women out there.
No.
No, because he's
It
gay.
didn't. But women
guy was not
love to
interested.
shop there.
Because the
Because
men.
the men. And
Oh.
they're, yeah. And then we'd buy our little torso bags and walk around.
Walk around, and my parents would just feel
I
really
will
weird
say,
about that.
to this day, I stand like Abercrombie Fitch is the best scent a man could wear.
It did smell.
It
I
is.
don't
really
wear
good.
it anymore because it would be social suicide. But if it would be acceptable into society, I would wear it.
I think you have the
It smells
personality.
good.
I think you have the personality to pull it off.
Yeah, I'm still rocking fierce. You know
You
me. Yeah, I'm not
guys.
giving up on it.
No, honestly, if you were wearing fierce right now and I could spell, because I can't spell right now because I'm deathly ill.
Famously sick.
But if I could spell, I would be like, am I horny?
yeah.
Take your shirt off, Max.
Sliding off this chair. You should get fierce.
You should get fierce. I think.
You know what? Come on, because Abercrombie is back. I know I'm being very pro Abercrombie.
No, it very
Have
is.
you been to a store
I've
recently?
purchased from
The
them
bra-
recently.
The pants?
They're.
These are Abercrombie.
Oh, yeah. Those are
There
great.
you go.
They were great
I have
jeans.
Abercrombie jeans too. They hired a lady, and she's actually trying, so that's been good.
Yeah.
That's good.
You
What-
have that really nice jacket from there.
I do.
And it's like
Yeah.
it's like a same thing as like something you got on Rent the Runway that was like
A billion
hundreds of dollars.
No, they're
No,
like
all
stylish.
they're just taking popular, famous brands and ripping them off and making dupes.
Which is brilliant.
love.
And
Dude,
they're doing the cool ones and not like the weird European ones like
Exactly.
Zara
Yeah.
does sometimes.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
where you're
true.
like,
Yeah.
relax. Where am I supposed to wear this?
Sometimes I walk into Zara and there's like 3 zebra print stuff in a row and I'm like, well, I'm done today. Today
Yeah.
it's not my time in
Right.
Zara.
Although Zara fucks.
No, Zara, I've really gotten some of my best fits.
You know what fucks? Zara Home.
Oh,
Really?
Yes.
Is it ridiculously overpriced or
No,
is
it's
it actually
ridiculously
affordable?
underpriced.
Get the hell out.
Like
Where
my
do they
little
have that? Where have
my
you
little
seen that?
stools at my countertop or whatever
Yeah.
was like they were like $100 each. Something ridiculous.
Do you think that there is even a 1% chance that Zara does not have an in-house sex trafficking ring?
no,
What-
no.
I mean,
If they are
absolutely.
trying to be a legitimate company,
Yeah, you
they
have
better
to.
have
Yeah.
one.
How do you? Yeah, I guess that's how you get on the fashion Dow.
Yeah, you need to.
offer
Yeah.
up a few boys. Some baby boys got to be traded.
Absolutely.
Yeah, go ahead.
What are they, Spanish?
And now we have a Gucci.
Now we have a Gucci. Thank you.
Thank you.
They
God.
definitely do.
So do we know like the details in terms of where he trafficked them? Or?
So all of the FBI report is apparently coming out literally today, like right now, probably. What is it? 6:30? Yeah, they're probably about to announce it all.
God,
so we are a
amazing.
little ahead on this pod, so there might be additional details by tomorrow. Sorry about it. But we do know the
This comes
stuff
out tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Oh my god! I wasn't ready. I was planning like a release. Or,
yeah,
I don't
well,
know.
it's
That's
tomorrow.
crazy.
Yeah,
Okay.
announced.
Wow. Okay. Well, see you Thursday or
On
Wednesday. I am having a
Wednesday.
stroke. Oh, I'm so nervous.
This is happening so fast.
fuck.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh no. So apparently this is, if you recall, like last year the BBC did this documentary. Did you guys see that came out? And it was
No.
all of the models that were part of Abercrombie were like just talking shit about how they were trafficked by this
Right.
guy.
Oh my God.
Were the models getting fucked?
They were
Probably.
like, well, the whole thing
Yeah.
is that the middlemen
Why
would
did I
bring
say
them
that?
in.
Wait, you're telling me they were fucking the mod?
The most attractive people there were the ones they were trying to
they
fuck.
were targeting them for
That's
sex.
really weird. That's insane.
Unbelievable.
I wasn't gonna put that
Yeah,
together.
that's crazy. So
Deeply
they had apparently spoken directly to 12 men who were specifically lured to events at his New York residence and then other luxury hotels around the world from 2009 to 2015. But the whole premise of it was like, hey, you have to come to these like casting calls and things like that.
Literally a casting
And
call.
and then depending on how it goes, you might end up being like one of the models that we utilize. So
And utilize.
yes, and they were utilized.
utilized.
In that process. So the BBC did this whole documentary, and I think we all watched it and we're like, that's crazy. And
Yeah,
then,
yeah.
and then the FBI was like, wait, that is crazy. We should look into that too.
The documentary kicked off.
I think so. I mean, we'll probably,
Interesting.
again, find out a little bit more when the FBI says, they were probably going to be like, no, we were looking into that for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't want to
sure.
look like stupid.
Well, then how much? Then it's like, did the FBI not know, or just look the other way until too much of the public knew about it? So then they had.
Well, I also think that by putting that documentary out, they were able to find more than 100 men that were unfortunately abused through this.
Wow.
So putting the documentary out probably helped like people who were part of that say, who do I contact now?
Yeah, right.
When I got fucked when I was like 19 years old.
True.
You know, and
can
then
discredit
did a lot
one
of
or two
therapy.
guys, but 100 at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
is tough.
100.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Of people.
Also, they.
I'm not attracted to 100 people. Can I tell you that? You know
That
what
sounds
I
I
mean?
know.
exhausting.
I will say this thing. No one is saying Mike Jeffries doesn't have a great libido. The man is horny.
Okay.
The man is
Yeah.
trying to fuck.
Yeah.
Horniness will really get you in some hot water, won't
It's
it?
caused a
But
lot of
it's-
issues.
It's a wild amount of horniness.
Yeah, so much horniness. Like people discuss like this and like P Diddy or whatever. I'm like, I am not that horny.
Are these?
No.
They're just not making it through a workday without tugging it in the bathroom.
Yeah,
You should go to the doctor.
And like
Get
these-
on
should go to
Lexapro.
the doctor.
Go get on
these
Lexapro.
these
Solve
guys
that
are-
bad boy.
These guys are fucking. They're stopping
Yeah.
during the middle of their day, and they're like, "I have to fuck," and then I have.
I think
to
that's a
fuck
medical
again.
condition.
That does. Seem,
I mean, it's insane.
it does. That looks like an addiction. That does seem
Yeah.
like an addiction.
Yeah. It's like I don't know. Like, have you ever seen a good Netflix show?
Yeah.
That's what
or
I
like
like
a nice
to do.
lunch.
A nice lunch. Yeah,
Have a Diet Dr. Pepper.
You had a
caffeine
nice
free.
lunch. It's pretty good.
it's great.
It's sick.
It's like, honestly, the sex would ruin my nice lunch.
Yeah. Sometimes.
You can't have time for both.
No.
You only have an hour. Like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
They also arrested other people related to him, his romantic partner, his husband, Matthew Smith, though I don't think they were actually married.
Oh, okay.
So Matthew Smith was 61 years old. He's 19 years his junior, and he had apparently been super involved in the company.
Sounds like
on
a
an
Ghislaine.
unofficial business. Yeah. Well, actually, no. Sort of, but the real Ghislaine is James Jacobson, 71, who's another person. He was definitely being like the middleman. He would go and recruit the models and then bring them over. And
So he's the guy in Taken at the airport that's like, the cabs are so expensive. Would you like to?
yes,
Yeah.
but even worse, he was described as having a missing nose covered with a snakeskin patch.
Wait, what?
This is the man. This is the face of the man bringing you to the sex party in which you're going to be a model, but no,
I'm
you're
not
not.
going in.
What happened to his nose? Cocaine?
This looks.
I mean, I
there's
don't
an
know. That's
exact
a hell of a
character
cocaine
like-
right there.
Yeah.
there
Burned
is
off
an
your-
exact man like this in Mad Max Fury Road. That's
Yes,
Pull,
yes.
pull up the bald man that also has that exact
Wait, I
kind
just
of-
watched
That's
this.
it. Is that not exactly him?
I
That
mean,
fucker's got the same nose.
road. How do I even look that up? No nose. Nose guy.
Nose.
Yeah, there we go.
That's him.
That's
Wow.
legitimately the
Wait,
people
that's-
eater.
No, this guy. This guy.
Yeah, that.
No, no.
Way to go.
Oh yeah, that's good right here. That's your guy. This fat fuck.
This.
No. Oh yeah, that's him.
Yeah, people
Different
eater.
angle. Jesus. Look at him.
I
This-
see him.
That's your
I mean,
Abercrombie.
that's the
That's
Abercrombie.
him.
That's the same man.
That's the same man.
Can
Now-
you also imagine this man being like, "You're gonna be a model. Come with me, kid,"
I-
and
No,
you
no,
listen?
but that's what
on
I'm
here?
saying is I don't think he doesn't seem like the Abercrombie brand.
No.
Snake skin.
Yeah.
That's kind of nice.
Snake skin's fashionable.
Yeah.
He swaps the patch out depending on what's in season.
Yeah. Flannel.
This year. Put the little Abercrombie logo on it.
Insane. Well, you know what's crazy is when people are doing this crazy high-level crime while looking like a supervillain.
Yeah.
Is kind of insane. You kind of have to almost be like, well, God bless.
Yeah, like the
You're just
charm.
committed to the lifestyle.
All of
The
them,
charm
too.
on this man.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
The Riz
Yeah.
must have been next level on this snakeskin patch, dude.
For sure. God.
Crazy. So, yeah, they are now in jail being held, full jail.
Wow.
And they brought a bunch of, like, obviously they have their lawyers, and then a bunch of the people are, going after them. It's a class action lawsuit against them
Damn.
as well.
Well,
Civil suit was fired.
good. It's
Where
about
are
fucking
those-
damn time.
Where are those people now? They doing okay?
No, probably not.
Probably not great.
Probably not. Probably trying to get a paycheck, though, while they're
Yeah.
not doing so
Well,
good.
they probably will. Are these guys wealthy?
Yeah.
Good. Bleed
I
'em-
mean,
bleed them fucking dry. Sell the
least they were.
mask. Sell the man's mask.
Take that little patch. Put that on
Yeah,
eBay.
take that badge.
Mike Jeffries, he did get like $25 million when he exited Abercrombie, and I'd imagine. I mean, he's like a CEO. He's probably doing pretty well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, guys, stay tuned. We'll probably talk about that in more detail when other stuff comes out. This is just breaking news that I felt comfortable bringing to you fast.
We broke it.
We broke it.
That was broken.
That's
we broke
crazy. Wow.
I think a really good white elephant gift would be that Abercrombie perfume.
That would
Of-
be.
of
oh, the
Fierce?
perfume. I
Yeah.
thought you said
Yeah.
the nose.
Fierce. No.
No,
Both.
that
Why not
would
both?
be a gift.
That's a gift. That belongs in a museum.
But Abercrombie and Fitch Fierce
Yeah.
as a white elephant gift.
No, I would
You'd
totally.
be
Then
like
you
a-
could be like, I guess ironically,
I know.
you have to
Oh.
wear it.
I'd be a little jazzed.
Yeah.
You should get it. I'm telling you.
I can't get it.
I'm gonna get it for Mark, and then I'm gonna put it in a different bottle and be like, I got this in
This
Mexico
experience-
City.
It's called Fierce.
Yeah.
Versace.
Yeah, Fierce from Firenze. All right, so let's talk about this fucking psychopath at Grey's Anatomy. She was a writer
crazy,
for
yeah.
there. This is her and her wife. So this is the woman that was the writer. This is her wife. They both have not
Bad
great
teeth.
teeth.
What's up with
yeah.
that? Like notably bad.
And she was faking cancer for 8 fucking full ass years.
Faking it?
8
Faking it.
years.
Yes.
She was like, I'm better now. Back in remission.
Yep.
You
And she
can't
was
fake cancer.
So she's written on shows like Grey's Anatomy, True Blood, and The Vampire Diaries, and she's been outed as a cancer scammer. There's actually a whole ass documentary series that just came out. Yeah.
Well, that's a little extreme.
I mean,
What was she doing? How was she? What? Okay, how did this go?
So it was for full 8 ass years. She pretended to have cancer. She would take fake puke breaks on the set of Grey's Anatomy.
Fake puke breaks?
Uh-huh. She'd be like, I have to go puke, my chemotherapy or whatever. She was just fully not on chemotherapy. And she also shaved her head and she used a dummy catheter.
Whoa.
Yeah, I'm telling you. There's a lot of meat there. So
Was
she's
she just walking around in like a fucking lab gown?
Well,
I mean, yeah, she was like walking around with a shaved head being like, oh, I do this because I love it. And then she was getting a lot of praise. This is the craziest, creepiest part, is that she was getting a ton of praise because people were like, oh, she's like putting herself in the storylines and that's really amazing. And then she'd do a lot of like
'cause it's Grey's
speeches about
Anatomy.
it.
Yeah.
And she probably knew a lot about
Like
medical
method.
stuff. You know what
Wait,
I mean?
that
Because
is
she
fucking crazy.
yeah.
Method acting.
No, there's something seriously wrong.
That's like a fucked up stolen valor thing. too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a...
Yeah, it
No,
is.
totally. That's what you know what's the stolen valor that I hate? I hate people that smoke a ton of weed, but they quit alcohol, and then once a year you get the 3 years
years, yeah.
sober, and it's like, no,
Right.
you are not sober. That's stolen valor from
Right.
people that are actually
Who
sober.
are actually, raw dogging life.
Yes, yeah.
Once you are aware.
Let me tell you something about sober. That's me.
Not even cold medicine. Can you
Not
believe
even
it?
cool. It
I can't. That's
fucking
insane.
Yeah,
stinks, dude.
Baby doesn't
It
know how good it has
stinks.
it.
You know how people are always like, "Oh, like if you quit alcohol, like everything's so clear and everything's so great, and you're gonna feel." I'm like, no, I hate this. Everything
Clarity is over fucking rated.
every single part of my life is just like 15% worse. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you also are growing a baby.
That's true.
So I guess
Yeah.
we should. There is a pretty significant variable
Yeah.
happening.
Think of how much worse it's going to get once he gets here.
That's
Jesus
true.
Christ.
But you'll be able to have a beer with him.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
cool. You can use his head while it's misshapen to kind of crack him
Oh
open.
yeah.
Open your mouth, baby.
Yeah, there you go.
Don't drink any.
That baby's
That's
gonna
for
have
me.
to get really used to watching his mom and his aunt Laura drink
Have a little-
martinis.
have a little glass
He's going to
of
have to get
wine.
real cool about a lot of stuff real
Oh,
quick.
yeah. He will be strolling right up to that fucking table where we're just kicking him back for like 3 hours.
Here's a Cheez-It. Go play a Star War.
Yes. That's my parenting style.
Well, I'm sure Magda and the
Yeah, Magda.
Magda will take
Magda, please take him.
Magda. The wet nurse Magda.
At this point, I want to go on Craigslist and be like, does anyone have any babysitting experience specifically named Magda? Because I
need a Magda.
I will pay a little extra
You know
if
what's
your name
fun
is
is-
Magda.
made it to the bit too hard.
Magda could be, she could be Polish, she could
Yeah.
be Latinx, she could be anything. Magda could be anyone, but
could be
it needs to be a Magda.
It has to be a Magda.
Elderly, ideal.
The only thing she has
Imagine
to
a
be.
non-binary Irish Magda.
Oh, wow.
That would be a wonderful.
That would be
That's what you want. That's what
Yeah.
you want.
And then she's like horrible at the job. My son's in danger.
Legally,
and
you
I'm
can't
like,
fire her.
And I'm like, well, I mean, her name is Magda.
It's
you guys.
Magda. Magda would never hurt him.
Anyway,
Oh.
this fucking crazy ass bitch and her bad teeth. She
Right.
also the bad teeth probably helped a lot with the cancer.
Yeah,
Look
you
how
believe
sick I
she's
am.
got to be sick.
Yeah, everyone is like, oh, stop smiling.
Anybody
at me.
healthy would have fixed those.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I'm like George Washington, so ill. You know what I mean? Anyway, her and her wood teeth, they lied about a lot of other things. She also said that she lost a friend to a shooting. Never happened.
Oh.
She also
Why?
lied about being a
Why?
sexual assault survivor. Also never happened.
Just so she could write episodes for Grey's Anatomy? She was just
I
inventing
guess.
It was
plot
a
lines
good
in her
show,
life?
but not good enough.
And then it says, this article goes on to say, often the writer used her wife's experiences as her own, weaving traumas into her storyline like it was the TV show in and of itself. So she would like get some trauma from her wife and then just say like on whatever fucking set and shit, be like, oh yeah, this happened to me and it happened to her wife.
wow.
Can you go to
Her
prison
wife
for
has
this?
since left her, by the
She
way.
wanted
Can you
the
go to prison
sympathy.
for this?
No, it's.
I mean, you
think
can't go to-
you can lie. You're allowed to lie.
But you're selling a lie.
Yeah.
Like if you're selling like episodes, did she ever take any money for this?
Not that I know of.
I'd like to see a punishment.
Yeah.
And I'm
But-
glad her wife left her, and I hope her wife gets some Invisalign.
Yeah.
And never
with
looks
the
back.
money.
She's
How-
gonna get some Invisalign.
Never look back. She deserves it.
So, what was the incentive? Was she? I guess it was just to keep her job stable and like so she could make money on the
Yes,
job.
but I think you're really underestimating the lore of like people just want insane sympathy. They're like, look how good of a person I am. I have cancer and I'm still working.
Where was this in? Was this in L.A.? Fucking L.A.
That is a performance.
It is.
It is.
She does. There's a certain amount of artistry to this. It's kind of like
What mental illness is this?
it's definitely
Yeah.
mental illness.
Like it's like not. It's just like not. It's not Munchausen by proxy. It's just straight up Munchausen, I guess. You know.
What's Munchausen? Yeah, that's when you make your kid fake sick.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
so
that
she's
lady.
making herself fake sick for the sympathy.
But can I ask you this? Here's a question.
Tell me.
Was she ever actually making herself sick? Like, did she ever commit enough to actually puke? Did
That
she
I don't know.
Or was she
What was
just
she
being?
doing
She
in
just
the
gave herself
bathroom?
a bad haircut, didn't fix her teeth, and had bad skin, and that was enough.
I think that was enough.
That was imagine looking like, and then being like, I guess I could. People once somebody. Do you think it was somebody once assumed she had cancer?
yeah, out the gate,
And
someone
then
was
she
like,
just
"That bitch looks.
leaned into it.
She looks terrible.
She
you have cancer."
She got to skip the line at Starbucks.
Yeah.
For the cancer, for her obvious
because
cancer.
obviously she was ill.
And then fucking bingo bango, 2 weeks later, she's right with Sean.
She just keeps.
Yeah.
She's done one lie, and she couldn't go back on it at that point.
might-
It just keeps
Yeah.
escalating.
You got to be chasing that high.
Well, people like fucking they lie about some weird ass shit. Like who was the news anchor that lied about being in 9/11? Brian
Williams. No,
Brian-
Brian Williams lied about being in a helicopter.
Yes.
Yeah, under
and
attack.
He was
never
in.
in
That never happened to him, and he
Yeah.
just like said it
That's
on
crazy
air.
because you could look it up.
Which
Exactly.
is crazy because he was like the most trusted voice in like
Right.
like he was like he was Lester Holt before Lester Holt, but he was like
Wow. And he was
the
like,
night
throw
guy.
it all away.
Well, he didn't throw it all. That was one of his stories along the way.
Yeah.
And they just let him keep going from there?
Well, they just
He
debunked it
wasn't
later.
called. Yeah, it wasn't called out yet.
Isn't that the weirdest
That's
fucking thing you've ever heard
crazy.
in your entire life?
Again, that's probably one where it's like you were telling
Brian
the story,
Williams.
then you said one thing that was embellished,
Yeah.
and then it just rolls out of control.
Right.
Or he thinks he's doing a bit, and then he realizes no one thinks it's funny, and he's like,
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy
No,
that it
it's-
happened though.
Yeah.
wild. Oh, you guys don't. Oh, you aren't. Okay. Yep. We're just gonna cut to commercial.
Oh yeah. Did you have a second story? You want me to get into my second story?
I have this very small one, which is kind of funny.
What's
Okay.
the small story?
So there's this. There was this article that I saw about this restaurant in Austin, and as the fact I go to Austin quite a bit, I was like, oh, this place looks good. Its name is Ethos,
Right.
and it's the most alluring restaurant. It's super well regarded online. Let me pull it up so that you can look at some of the stuff that they've got. And it has a shit ton of followers. It had like 70,000 followers or something like that. And I was like, what is this place? So if we look at it, I might have to just pull it up on my phone. Yeah, 77,000 followers. And you look at some of their stuff, you're like, holy shit.
Yeah. Very. Is that AI?
Yes.
Okay.
The
Yeah.
They've set up this entire fake website where they're taking reservations and stuff like that. There are 73K followers at that point, so it's gained 4 since I wrote
what's
this
it all
down.
for?
There's no public address. Reservations come up at 4 a.m. on the first Monday of the month. They all sell out.
What?
Yes. Their whole tagline is like, we're the home of unreal flavors. And people didn't know it was a bit, and they still like get super confused all the time. I think someone's just like running a bit.
See, this is even weirder than the cancer scam.
I know.
That's just like
Like
what's it for?
What's it for?
Who are
Money?
you doing this for? No,
No.
they don't get any money because there's nothing. Well, they're now selling T-shirts because it's
Okay.
like gotten.
Do you think this is the government training a program to get better for something else?
Here's my
Maybe.
theory that they're
Always.
collecting
It usually is that.
collecting email addresses.
Yeah,
possibly.
data bullshit.
So they made this fake chef who was based off of another chef from like some burger place or whatever. That was the picture of the guy that I showed you. Let me pull him up.
No, not
And
Brian
it's
Williams.
the shirtless guy, and he kind of looks like the guy from The Bear also.
Oh.
But this is an AI person.
Wait,
they
that's
have-
That is the
not,
guy from The
That is
Bear.
the guy from the bear.
No, it's
That's
it's
not?
it's an AI version of him.
Oh,
but
God.
that is,
But
that,
you're
like,
right, inspiration wise,
Jesus.
like
Yeah.
straight up looks like him.
That's
But
Jeremy Allen Beige.
It's
Yeah.
it's 100% supposed to look like that guy, and they're also playing off of the Bad Larry Burger Club. So they post all this stuff, and then people will go on each one of their posts and be like, "I made a reservation. I never got the fucking address. I don't know where to
What?
go." It's so
That's
funny.
so weird. See, that's like, it's like to trick you. So they're trying to see what it takes to trick people.
Yep,
Yeah,
absolutely.
I guess so.
That's insane.
No, people are weird.
Also,
Look at you can look. You
I don't like it.
I like how
I don't like it.
I looked at this
You know what's my
website.
favorite genre? I'm so sorry to talk over you,
Please.
but this is related. My favorite genre right now is people doing characters about in the future when they're racist towards their daughter's robot boyfriend. When the daughter
these
brings
yet.
home a robot, and he's like, "You're not gonna bring that robot like that." You have the new like swear words for them.
Yeah.
You know, that
Oh,
robo
yeah.
scum in here. Yeah, you're
That's
not gonna
hilarious.
date some tech,
The slurs
some
for
techie.
robots.
Yeah.
Wait,
the
is this
slurs for-
AI that you see?
No, it's like it's just some
Sketches.
guy just playing a
Oh.
dad who's like when his daughter brings home. Like that's who we're going to be.
Oh,
I
yeah.
can't wait.
That's-
Humanity
this
is going to when the robots are fully integrated into society. That's the new migrant, and I can't wait. Then it's a non-human. But then you're going
A
to have
new group to be racist?
Yeah.
Are we being racist?
But at least they're not human.
Oh, that's good.
Xenophobic?
That's pretty good.
Is that it? What's the term even for that?
I'm sorry. You zoomed in on some.
I wanted to
fake
show you
food.
some of these. Look at this guy. Bouquet of fucking chicken wings.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, I'm on board.
That actually, this kind of looks like a fun. I would actually not want to eat any of this food because this is diarrhea immediately.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
It looks
It's
like
a
a fun
dinosaur.
place.
They
I
really
wish
like
I
the
could eat.
bouquets. Dinosaur croissants.
I actually do like that.
Yeah. Doesn't it look pretty good?
Yeah.
And these people from like West Texas are on. They're like,
But
this
there
is
is
good.
some-
I want to go to this place.
There is something a little off about it, right?
Yeah.
There's something
and I
wrong
think
looking.
recently because they've been there's been articles like on a bunch of different Austin websites and stuff exposing them and like interviewing other chefs and asking them their opinion. And so I think they've started doing even more ridiculous one, like this orange with fucking crab legs. Like what are we doing?
Amazing.
How can you look at that and be like, okay, that's real.
I have to get a reservation.
Gotta
I
get a
gotta
reservation.
get in there. Apparently, the local chefs have been super into it. Like the guy who does Texas Sushi Co. was like, it's a playful version of what's to come.
What's to come?
There's
that
nothing to
mean?
come.
There's nothing there.
And other people were like, oh, they're just funny. They're being satirical.
All
But yeah,
right. Well, that's fun.
Right?
Yeah. I love it.
So if you want to go,
It's a scam. Don't.
I'm going to
trust
get
it.
them to cater my wedding.
Yeah. That would be
Ethos
epic
ATX.
wedding food, honestly.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Too bad they're not real.
Yeah.
No, that's true.
I'm like, oh,
That's the only.
you
problem.
are all hungry. Sorry, folks.
Hope you're ready for nothing. That Nathan Fiedler thing. All right, so the last one I have is like way more sad and serious.
Oh,
and
Good.
God
Land this
damn.
plane.
Let's land this plane.
What
on
about
a-
the 100 sex trafficked kids or whatever?
No,
but
it's
this
like
one's sad.
it's sad, Laura. Not happy and interesting.
Oh,
and
never
fun.
mind. Never mind.
So I
sorry.
saw this article, Sky News, which I believe is a UK-based
Yeah, that's like a tabloid.
tabloid type situation or whatever. They went
It's
Or
like
is it like
their
the Post?
New York Post.
Yeah.
I love the
yeah,
New York
but
Post.
they went undercover at
The
this.
Post is a meme page.
It's great.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's actually
We could all go
incredible.
get jobs at the New York Post immediately.
Why aren't
Right
we?
now. We should.
We should.
Sorry.
They went undercover at an Asian facility.
What the fuck?
where
A facility in Asia?
Asian facility. Can you please keep this dirty tissue against your microphone for the rest of the podcast?
I'm going to make
This
sure to get a
is
clip from this one.
Absurd behavior. Look at her. Look at her.
I'm so ill.
Tell us more about the Asian facility.
Okay. So they
Don't provide any more
Put
detail.
it back on the. Put it away. Wipe or don't wipe.
You should see the table next to my bed. It's just
Oh.
piled.
Oh,
It's
no,
horrible.
It's gonna
you
be
can't
sniffing
see
in
it.
there.
I know.
It's covered in the things.
Okay, so they
invisible.
interviewed this guy named Poom Jai. He's 17, and he was talking about his job. So over the past several months, the Thai teenager was trained to lure, befriend, and defraud lonely people online with brutal efficiency.
Ooh.
And he's like, I always wondered when I was scamming them if they would become penniless and they would face hardship. So you might be wondering, well, Poom Jai, why don't you just not work there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's like a lot once you're in there, it's kind of like an MLM. They're like they sell you on false pretenses, and then once you're in there, they start abusing the factory workers.
Oh,
Scientology.
no.
Yeah, and so like he's
Amazon.
trapped there.
Wait, so
basically.
when you say, like, are they like telemarketers, like those ones who contact like elderly people?
no, it's more so like romance scams.
Oh, those are awful.
Yeah, so they'll find somebody on Facebook, and that's where like you get all those things like you're beautiful girl, whatever. Like you get those too.
Yeah,
Oh.
should send me
Yeah.
Bob
Yeah,
and
you get those,
Vagine.
yeah.
Yeah.
Are they still doing Bob and Vagine, guys?
I don't know. There's sometimes they send me porn.
Oh.
Yeah,
Wait, but I don't understand. Those scams work?
they work.
I
On like
On who?
people get friended, and then he says that within a week or two they'll start asking for money and prey on them.
wow.
Yeah.
Wait, so those are real people saying send me Bob and Vagine?
Yeah.
So it's not actually a bot.
No. Well,
Maybe
I don't know.
the
Maybe in
first
that
round
case,
of
I
messages
don't know.
might be. Because I bet they had, like, to your point, I don't think a lot of people respond to this. So they need to send it to a shit ton of people.
Right, yeah.
But then you get a hit.
blanketing.
You get a warm lead.
Yeah.
You got to convert that
you
lead.
gotta reel
You
them
get
in.
Punjin on it.
You gotta see
Right.
a salesman.
Yeah,
in
you
there.
gotta
a
send them a
robot
sell.
can't do that yet.
No.
So
Soon.
for the first time, Sky News has gone undercover inside one of these scam centers in Cambodia, exposing the reality of real life for thousands of workers like Poom Jai.
Do they turn it into like
Oh,
indentured like
God.
servitude, basically?
Pretty
Where
much.
they basically
Oh, no,
just-
that's
yeah.
awful.
So
Oh.
here's videos of them, like people are trying to rebel, and these
Oh my
workers.
God, they're-
it's like a prison.
They're
basically.
rebelling. Yeah, they're trying to. This is a.
They're like
this is
beating them.
wild.
They're beating
What?
them if they don't like hit their quotas. They get beaten. They get tased.
Oh, my God.
It's like really fucking intense. So this is a fun podcast, and
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
like, what's a funny quip I can do on
Yeah.
that?
Oh, damn. That
Ow.
sucks.
Bummer.
So
the
the scam that Poom Jai specifically carried out was called pig butchering. I'm like, okay, we get it. Americans are fat. But it's like pig butchering. The victims or the pigs are persuaded to invest money into fraudulent schemes until they are fat enough to slaughter.
That
Translation.
is
Okay,
what I call
relax.
selling tickets to a show.
Yeah. That means you wait until they've given you all the money that you can, and then and then you just steal it and shut off contact with them.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's like really hardcore.
So the problem is it's definitely like, I mean, it's not people who have a lot to their name
Exactly.
who are falling for it. It's
Yeah.
uneducated people. Because I think if any of us got this message, we'd be like, oh no, this is a fucking scam.
Of
Or
course.
sad people, or people. Oh, that's
People
so
who
sad.
are vulnerable in whatever
Vulnerable
way, which I
people.
think frequently
Old,
is
lonely,
yeah.
isolated people. And then they build their trust over a bunch of things. They give fake names, obviously fake profiles, tell fake stories. And Poon Jai was like, I make them fall in love with me, and then within a week or so, I will ask for real videos from them so that I have some sort of blackmail for them, and then take all the money that they'll give me.
Wow. Oh, so they're like, oh, I have a picture of you jerking off. So,
yep.
Or whatever the hell.
Says he would send videos of people masturbating, pretending it was him. Those are the ones I get. And encourage his victims to share ones of themselves. And then at that point, he's like, you got to give me money or else I'm going to put this all over the place.
Wow.
So anyway, and you want to
didn't know-
hate Poon Jai, but Poon Jai's getting his
He's
fucking
just part
ass
of the
kicked if he
system.
doesn't do that.
That's really sad. You really
Yeah.
said it was going to be sad, and then it ended up being sad.
And by the way, this is what the facility looks like.
so it is
a
no,
prison.
that's not a work.
That's not an Asian facility.
Oh no, this is the Amazon Queens. Where
Yeah.
this is this is the wrong picture.
Isn't that crazy?
No, that's a prison. This is exactly what I was fearing. But this is some fucking you ever read the book or seen the movie Ready Player One or like any post like this terrible future where like you'll live in apartments that are
Dystopian.
700 feet high and everybody just works for one company.
Right.
And it's like
It's now. We're doing it.
We're doing
Different
it.
parts of the world
The
have
parts of the
elements
world
of
are
that.
doing that.
It's so depressing.
It's kind of like a really dark version of the romance scammer. Remember
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
Like
it's
that was
the-
that was like a fun flirty version
Right.
of this scam. This is like
Nobody gets a
real-
little kiss in this story.
No, yeah, this one's like real scary. That was
Yep.
also like the guy went on vacation with her. Like,
Right,
he was
right,
out
right.
about.
Right.
Yeah. So he said that he would work, eat, sleep there often. And he was
Wait, how did they get
unable
this
to
guy
leave without
out?
permission.
Yeah, how did they talk about how they were able how the New York Post was able to contact this man?
Yeah, how was the Post
I
able to
How
get
were
him in
they
and
able to
out?
break
Yeah.
this fucking story?
I don't know.
See, that's interesting.
Wait, so what city is it? Bavet?
Bavet, sorry. It's a
Okay.
surreal city with a
I
long
believe it's
strip.
Babbitt.
Babbitt.
Bavet.
With a long strip of casinos and brothels nestled on the border between Cambodia and Vietnam, and is home to a high number of compounds from which the outside look like faceless buildings.
Oh,
Vegas.
Vegas.
Vegas. Oh.
And just as much fun.
Yeah.
The only clues to the activity going on inside are the prison-like bars on windows, CCTV cameras lining every street, and their heavily guarded entrances. Imagine
This
a
is
cross
so-
between Las Vegas and Alcatraz.
Fucking called
Jesus
it. There you
Christ.
go.
Yeah.
Two great places to hang out
So anyway, these people are getting beaten,
with electric batons.
and it's basically they're calling it cyber slavery and tortured to meet their family targets.
guys.
This-
We gotta unplug.
It's the post-apocalypse.
We gotta
really is.
shut it all.
And your daughter's gonna have a robot boyfriend. That's going to
That's
happen.
the problem.
Your daughter's gonna have a robot boyfriend,
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
and I won't allow it.
No,
I know.
No,
I'll tell you right
not
now. I
my
won't allow it.
daughter.
And I don't care. They can have a campaign. They can
Yeah.
have a campaign. I'm not marching. I'll tell you that.
It's gonna be down Atlantic Boulevard, and I'm gonna be like, oh, the robot's walking again.
I gotta draw the line somewhere.
Oh no!
Robot
Come
lives
on.
matter.
We have to get something. We can't even have humanity.
Yeah, right. Anyway. Oh, the rescuer.
Oh, so we
Wait
got
a minute.
rescued.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, okay.
Okay.
All right, we got something fun. We got a
Thank
positive
God.
spin. All right,
I was
we got
about
to
to
win.
be like, well, great having you, Max. Thanks for doing
I
the pod.
watched the special.
this lady, Judah Tanna, she's Australian-born rescuer. She has rescued about 700 people from the scam centers.
Wow.
good for her.
Who's this bitch?
Wait,
Good
this
for
make a
her.
movie. This is a movie.
This is
That's
her.
a movie.
That is a movie. Fuck that. The lady
Oh.
with the documentary about the cancer.
Send me
I
this
know,
article. I
right?
want to write this fucking film.
Yeah,
Write
the
that
pilot.
film. How crazy, though, huh?
That's so cool.
So anyway, modern slavery is alive and
So
well.
actually makes
Cyber
it
slavery.
really upsetting because they need a whole ass Harriet Tubman to get them out of
Yeah.
these.
Who, of course, is some white bitch.
It's
Yeah,
just-
but whatever.
White
She's-
savior over here.
Well,
we can't
she's-
even make the movie.
but hey,
Yeah.
we can't even
you're
make
never
the
gonna get
movie
funding.
now.
Never gonna get
We can't
funding
even
for
get
this
the-
damn movie.
Fuck. And she got blonde hair, too.
Yeah, you're
Okay.
fucked.
The Blind Side had its moment back in the day. We can't do it again.
Sandra Bullock's like, I'm
Uh-oh,
available.
I'm available.
We actually did a whole podcast on that about how it was like completely fake or whatever.
The
It's
Blind
so-
Side, which is,
those-
by the way, getting a lot of traction
I
right
know.
now. I was
Those
like,
scenario-
we talked about this already.
Those scenarios are so funny for me. Like when like the movies like during the last moment when it's acceptable, they get all the awards. Like she
Yeah.
won the best actor for that, and now they
Yeah.
want her to be in prison for it.
Right,
like,
right.
Like when Green Book won, and then like 10 minutes later, everyone was like, "This is like not even good."
Spike Lee was fucking ready to put other people's heads on spikes.
Yeah.
A Spike Lee joint's around the corner.
Oh
Have
yeah,
you seen it?
I've seen it.
There
Yeah.
you go. Go petition in person.
Yeah. Well, I am gonna get some chicken noodle soup.
I could never been hungrier. I just felt like a pang you
Yeah.
wouldn't believe.
Oh,
I got
Like
a
you
lot.
got
seeing
the
those dirty
tinge.
tissues,
I
you're
just
like,
gotta, yeah. Well, I'm like, oh yeah, they're just wedged it between her
Between her
thighs.
crotch.
Well, she look at her dabbing. You've just been dabbing. I've never, which means you.
Yeah,
have,
you gotta
that's
get
just-
out of my house.
You've been using one side. That's just you. This wet hand. You got a wet, moist hand with the same dirty tissue you've been fucking, and then putting betwixt your sweaty thighs.
betwixt.
I'm doing the best I can.
She's doing the best you can, but it's not very good.
It's not
Okay.
good. I need you to stay home for a minute.
You
I
gotta
need
go home. You gotta go
rest.
heal up.
Tomorrow, you gotta rest.
But you guys
Take a
gotta
me
go watch the special.
Yeah,
you
watch
don't get
Back
to
to
go home and
Special.
rest. You get to go
No,
right where you're doing.
You gotta stay standing in your cells in Cambodia where you're watching this
we should
episode of
contact
Risk.
those people, but they're we can just get them on the
You know what I'm
case.
gonna do? I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna watch Max Special for the 3rd time because I'm in it, and
She is great.
and I'm also going to follow the podcast like you should do as well. Follow the podcast.
Absolutely.
Risk Business News. Please like and subscribe on YouTube. Leave us a comment if you don't mind.
Make
Share
it
with your
nice.
fucking friends. I know you guys got them.
3 friends.
Prove it. You know what I mean?
Prove it.
And follow me at May_Planner.
Me at Laura Sogar.
At Max a Gazillion.
We'll link that.
Yes. Is that what your
Spell it now.
Is that what your YouTube is under too?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Okay, we'll include the links. Guys, we love you very much. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Thank you.